I commenced employment with SWSi in 2009 in the marketing unit, and I was there till the end of the year, followed by a role in corporate strategy and governance unit where I was working in the quality administrator position with audits and so on, and pod. From there I applied for a position as a graduate in the organisational capability unit. I was lucky enough to gain the role as team leader there, so that's my current substantive position. In 2013 I applied for an expression of interest with the Department of Education and Communities in their HR policy area. I was lucky enough to again gain that position where I was till about mid-2014. Within that role it was working with a high level sort of policy area, the new capability framework, the performance development framework, so it was something quite interesting for me. Following that I then came back to SWSi, came back to my normal role for 2 months, but then I moved into the business development and marketing unit that were transitioning together, where I took on the role as office manager and transition support, which is where I currently am. So with the professional development activities, I guess I've engaged in a variety of activities, ranging from your formal face-to-face sessions, going to workshops, or going to external functions such as the Young Professionals Network. I also did lean leadership training. The other, I suppose, more beneficial training that I've done is more informally based training, so it's on-the-job training. Going out, shadowing people, learning what they do within their roles and picking up those unique skills. The other form of training I suppose that I've found quite valuable is online training such as lynda.com. So lynda.com is a really good resource to go in and just do on needs, just in time sort of training. So that's been really valuable for me. I suppose for me, gaining the experience that I did working at the Department of Education and Communities, it gave me a bit of exposure to see the different sorts of roles I'd like to take on. From there I thought I'd like to take on more of a strategic role based around HR, so something that I can really sink my teeth into, like HR policy, looking at implementing things like the capability framework at SWSi and those sorts of roles. I suppose for aspiring leaders at SWSi, I would definitely recommend that they take on opportunities that come forward to them. So basically, if they're asked to work on a project, they see an expression of interest, they may slightly think that they might succeed in taking on those opportunities and really applying themselves. Sometimes you surprise yourself with the level of work that you can do and the output that you can achieve. So definitely taking on any opportunities that you think you might potentially be interested in, and just really, grasping all the different sorts of roles that SWSi has to offer. It's quite a dynamic sort of working environment, so just looking at something outside of your comfort zone and taking on that role.